One of the biggest problems facing Christians today isn't just what's going on out there. That's a lot of times what we think about in terms of what the problems that the church or Christianity or Christians face. What are our problems? We think about all the problems in the world, all the problems that might, hinder how we practice our faith, but the attacks are coming from the outside of us. But some of the biggest problems for Christianity is not what's going on out there, but what's going on in here. Are we going to be the kind of Christians that are Christians by name only? Or are we going to live out our faith because we have a genuine faith in Jesus? Even when it's difficult, even seems like it's impossible to do in our culture today. We could look throughout history and find examples of both. Many professing Christians owned and mistreated black slaves because it appeared to be in their best interest to do so at the time. Many professing Christians also participated in the Salem witch trials rather than owning up to their own complicity in adulterous sexual acts. Even Adolf Hitler and the vast majority of the Nazi Party claimed to be Christians, although their actions and many of their writings said otherwise. On the other hand, there have also been many Christians throughout history who have stood up against culture to do what was right, even in the face of extreme persecution. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister who faced constant threats and eventually death for leading the American civil rights movement with nonviolent civil disobedience. And Corrie ten Boom and her family were Dutch Christians who helped Jews hide and escape Nazi persecution during World War II. They were arrested and sent into concentration camps for loving their neighbors. So what's the difference between a hypocrite like Adolf Hitler, who at the very least had huge blind spots regarding how he lived out his faith, and a genuine believer who humbly seeks to obey God even when it hurts? Paul David Tripp is a pastor in Philadelphia, and a while back he wrote this on his blog. The next time you're standing in your kitchen, your bedroom, or at your desk, I want you to look at your drawers. Not those drawers. Your drawer, yes, your drawers. Sadly, many people who call themselves Christians live functionally compartmentalized lives, whether they realize it or not. They have divided their lives neatly into drawers: real life and spiritual life. See, the sad reality for many of us is that it's far too convenient for us to relegate our Christianity to 1 or 2 days of the week when we come to church. See, if we're going to do that, we might feel as if we've done our Christian duty just by being here, sacrificing a couple hours on Sunday morning so that the rest of the week we can then do whatever we feel like is advantageous to us. But Scripture is going to encourage us today to do what's right every day of the week, all of our lives, even if it doesn't necessarily lead to what we consider to be good things, because the truth is, life is uncertain. But even then, God calls us to live for Him and rest in Him, because life is found in Jesus alone.